I was mixing this beat that I just made. I just had an idea for a quick little video. I thought it might be helpful to some people. Don't overthink your mix. You see most of these tracks that I have, or like channels, whatever, like MIDI channels, it's just the MIDI itself, like, or the synth. There's no real like plugins except for this one lead, which I'll show you in a second. We've just got some EQ, and I'm halfway through the process of just adding a little bit of distortion. But yeah, all these other tracks, I don't have any effects on. Like, so this is for the synths. I've just got them grouped, and then I just did like a high pass on the low end. That's pretty much like all you need. Like if you want like a decent mix, 99% of the time, it's just going to be a volume that's going to fix your problems. I was trying so hard then not to say fix your mix. Anyway, this is what I mean by like, don't overthink your mix. Essentially, when you're like creating like a melody, you want to go through and from like start to finish, pick elements that don't clash. And in doing that, like straight away, you're going to save yourself like so much time mixing it because the elements are already kind of mixed. For this one, I've picked like a few elements that go well together. I designed this lead, bounced it into audio. I designed this lead using Meld, I think it is. It's like a stock synth in Ableton. Just created my own preset. It's kind of the only thing in the mix that's sort of clashing. So what I mean by like, don't overthink your mix, kind of just like listen to it overall. If something sticks out to you as like problematic, then fix that one thing. Like that's all you need to do. You don't need to go through every single like layer and specifically like add in like 100 different EQ, frequency, ducks and all this kind of stuff. If you go through and create your melody and you pick the correct sounds, then most of the mixing is done for you. I'm just going to go in. We can kind of see. So I'll play all the elements together. So this one's the problematic one, this green synth. I've already kind of fixed it. I just went in here and I just ducked out like 350 hertz just by a little bit. It was feeling a little bit muddy. By doing that, just like create a little bit more clarity. And then I'm in the process of like adding some distortion just to sort of make it stand out a little bit. Apart from that, if I take that out of the mix, like there's no other problems. You got 3 other elements. So I'll mute this like. Three elements there, and none of them are clashing. For this first one, we've got in Triton, it's kind of like a bell stack. That was my starting point. Needed something else to like sound a little bit more full, so I just layered it with this pad. Then we've just layered it with this. So you can see these two sounds, they occupy a similar octave. Because of the different sounds that I've picked, they don't occupy like the same frequency range, and they just don't end up clashing. You can like quite clearly hear the two different elements playing like over the top of each other, and you can quite easily differentiate them. Neither of them have like any processing on them. It's exactly the same for the drums. Volume will get you there like 99% of the time. You go through all these drums here, all these drum tracks, they don't have anything on them. This last one, it's just got a delay on it, just as a like a sound design effect. None of these other things like have any compressors or anything. When I started out mixing beats, I reckon for like 4 or 5 years, I just used to like use so much processing on my drums and just forever like not know why I couldn't mix to save my life. Like, until I finally realized that basically like you don't need to do any effects, like any processing. These aren't like live drum samples or anything like that, you know? So you don't need to be a mix engineer as such if you just want to be like a beat maker. Then the only other thing that I do is like put a soft clipper on my master just to like clip those drums and make them like sound right in your face. But yeah, apart from that, another really good thing that I just thought of as well, when it comes to kind of like mixing specific elements, when you're actually mixing the elements themselves, play all of the tracks back so that you can hear it in context, because you could just like solo this channel and mix it on its own. It would sound amazing, but then when you put it in the context of the mix and play all the other tracks with it, most likely not going to sound great. You need to like listen to at least like just a synth group back, or even your entire mix while you're mixing it, just so that you know how it fits in context of everything else. That's really important. Alright, that's it for the video. I hope you got something out of it. Be sure to check out my Patreon. It's a really great way to support the channel. I'll put this synth up on the Patreon if you're interested in downloading that. And I'll also include the MIDI from this project file if you're interested in getting that as well. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.